Hi everyone, it's Marco, and in this video I will be telling you about the pros and cons of real estate crowdfunding. So as you know, if you are following my channel and my other videos, I am a big fan of real estate crowdfunding as a way to invest money for all the reasons that we'll actually see in this video. But I really wanted to look deeper on the topic and really talk about the pros of this type of investing in real estate, but also the cons. And we'll see what are also the issues with this type of investing. So first, I will tell you a bit about what is real estate crowdfunding, then we'll dive into what is great about it and what's not so good about investing in real estate this way. So first, what is real estate crowdfunding? So real estate crowdfunding is the fact to invest in real estate, but not by becoming the sole owner of a property, for example, but by investing along other investors, usually by using real estate crowdfunding platforms. We will be in charge of really handling everything related to the investments. So basically, instead of buying the full amount of a property, you will actually buy shares in real estate projects where you will become a part owner along with other investors. So there are two main types of real estate crowdfunding deals, and many platforms actually offer both types. The first one is the more classical one, really close to traditional real estate, where you actually invest in a property along with other investors, you become a part owner, and then you get also a part of the rent that is generated by the property, and also a part of the profits when the property is actually sold. That's my favorite way to invest in real estate crowdfunding because then it's really similar to traditional real estate. There are other types of projects which are more and more, let's say, common on real estate crowdfunding platforms because it's also easier to manage for the platforms. Those are real estate crowdfunded development projects. So basically here, you will help some promoter in real estate to basically finance his or her project. For example, let's say, we need like 1 million euros to create this new block of houses or to build this new building where there will be apartments, and you will get 10-12% of interest at the end of the project. So that's more like actually peer-to-peer lending, but backed by real estate. So it actually makes it a completely different beast than peer-to-peer lending, where it's more like consumer loans that are not always secured. So this is really completely different on those real estate crowdfunding platforms. So again, I personally invest on both of those type of projects, but I prefer the first one where you actually become more like a landlord of a house or a flat and get rent basically every month. So that's where the types of real estate crowdfunding projects. So now let's talk about what's great about investing in real estate crowdfunding. The first thing, and I believe that the most important, is that it's completely passive. So basically you need to select the project you want to invest on different platforms. And basically after that, you just sit down and enjoy the rent or the interest for development projects just coming in. Because the platforms will actually manage everything for you. From actually acquiring the properties, to managing them, to selling them when the project is over, everything will be handled for you. Compare that to a traditional real estate deal where you usually buy a flat or a house and then you need to find tenants, go to the notary to actually buy the property, manage it, make repairs when it's needed, sell the property, clean it when it needs to be sold, for example. That's a lot of things that you need to do yourself, especially if you're like a small investor, and that's not passive at all. It will take a lot of your time, and I believe that's not the goal of investing. So that's why I really like real estate crowdfunding. Also, it actually allows you to diversify. So if you take, for example, the acquisition of one flat, right? Usually you will have to put some down payment and then get a loan. And well, because that's actually a lot of money, you will usually, again, be able only to buy one, maybe two flats to start with. And that's not a very well diversified portfolio. If anything goes wrong, if you have one flat, your income suddenly goes to zero. And that's not good at all. Compare that to real estate crowdfunding, where you can usually invest from 50, 100 euros or dollars even much less on some platforms. So here you can really diversify into 10, hundreds, even 1,000 projects on some platforms without really adding any complexity in your investments, because again, it's all managed for you. So this really allows you to get a diversified portfolio and also at a higher yield, because you will be able to invest into countries where yields are usually better of what you could find just around you. So that's another big advantage of real estate crowdfunding. The third one is that you can invest right now. And by that, I mean you don't need to go to a bank, ask for a loan, and basically beg them that they will give you some loan to invest in property. Here, you can just take whatever you have on your bank account and go invest and become a real estate investor. No permission needed. So that's something I really like as well. Fourth one, and last one here, it's all online. I hated when I was a real estate investor, like in the traditional sense, I really hated to have to visit flats and then drive somewhere to go to the notary, sign some papers, and then the same when you want to actually sell or when you want to sign in a new tenant. Here, everything happens online, and most platforms actually now have mobile apps as well, so you can actually do everything just from your mobile phone. And that's really a huge saver of time, money, so that's another big advantage for me. Now let's talk about some of the drawbacks of real estate crowdfunding. One is definitely that you can't get a loan. So you say, wait, you just say that it's right not to have a loan. It is, because you don't need to ask permission to anyone, but it also means that you can't have a leveraged portfolio. Meaning that in traditional real estate, if you actually manage to get a loan, you can use that not to buy, let's say, 1 or 2 apartments, but maybe 4 or 5. Meaning that you have a certain amount of money on your bank account, but you can leverage that using a loan. Meaning that at the end, you will have, let's say, 2 or 3 times more money that you had at the start on your bank account, which you couldn't have done without a loan. So I show you why you can do that in real estate crowdfunding. Well, it's just that banks don't want to give any money for that because they have no idea what it is. And also, they would not be able to get the money back in case something goes wrong. So therefore, you can't actually get a loan. The last also drawback I want to talk about here is that you actually usually won't get any tax incentive with real estate crowdfunding. So a lot of people actually invest in real estate to lower their taxes because governments sometimes give some tax incentive on real estate. That's not here at all, at least that I know of, with real estate crowdfunding. There are some countries now, I believe the UK, where you can actually put some of the real estate crowdfunding investment into some more like tax-free schemes and accounts. I'm not an expert on that, so maybe it's actually coming, but so far in many countries, there are no huge tax incentives when investing in real estate crowdfunding. So that's basically what I wanted to say about the topic. As you can tell from my voice, from my portfolio also, I really like real estate crowdfunding, and I really think that all the advantages really overcome all the drawbacks that I talked about in the video. So if you want to get started, if you want to learn more, get started in the field, just get some knowledge about real estate crowdfunding, I just put 2 links below the video. The first one will go directly to my site, where you will find a list of all the best real estate crowdfunding platforms in Europe at the moment. So if you want to get started right away, that's a great way to start. You can just start to explore the different platforms and see what could be a good match for you. That's of course all platforms I invest on myself, so I already tried them for many years and I know they are good platforms. I also put a link to my guide about real estate crowdfunding, so you can download that for free, and it will really teach you everything you need to know to actually get started. Of course, if you have any questions or comments about real estate crowdfunding, about investing in general, don't hesitate to put them just below the video. And that being said, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.